say matwen yen ama yakọ aba make say ade me mpanyifo na tena se American ede wondin atodwa dada Dr. Bernardo Koboy member of parliament for the Lejokuku constituency, deputy health minister. Doc
Obi mi Obi
akwa aba bibia boko
de Nyankopon dom me ho ye Bible say bibia mu no yemfa asida emma no na Obi o call Sunday school na uni nyame na oya politics bobo emma up to now make us say me the alarm na sorry Obi
sir
Obi am me the alarm because uni say ono no nim eweye every ashasi and o see nimba no otutu ni nyama boni ni na adwu adwimpa na me uni say me mama ni papa nyina ni wiase o
oh
so me I've been orphaned for close to 7-8 years old.
Oh, really?
Before becoming MV, yes. In quote, I'll put it like I walk alone. So me, my strength comes from the top. And that's why people say, where is your confidence coming from? Early in life, now fiscal support a year. So we've always been moved by aspirations of the Nyame and no na help keeping me. Now me dan Nyankopon say along the line, no, or the Crawford by me life. Our mom be anka. No matter how strong I was, no nipa anka. Sometimes won't say it's not easy. Now I always mention their name, especially Chief of Staff, Honorable Frima, and First Lady. In fact, Obi, nipa. And no matter how strong you are, no, it will do everything starts coming to you.
Yeah.
Because you can't operate in a space, political space. There are so many nyama you have to deal with. Only Obia Obekon ordinary bonkomo. Miss Obia, unim say at heart. The or no, or Suma or no, you. And I'm happy say these two people, I say it all the time. Omuma, sometimes, you know, me if you cry, say, me old lady no come. Now, I'm saying this for people to know, say, Obia, for close to 8-9 years, at this young, before I got to about 30 years or so, I don't remember exact age. Now, both parents are gone. I have gone through this life, achieved some of these things by God's grace, only with inspiration from the top.
Yeah.
And I know, say, Bianca no yadum, Obi. Sebi, me papa on your politics that. No film. Me mama su dia, oko kanko politics kanka NDC ground there na me si wayira, onu si mayira, sana na ye kasa ofi. So the point is that I am grateful for what God has done for me. And how can you condemn a man who gave you a seat 4 years ago? If he says I'm taking the seat away, you still must bless him.
Yeah.
Because you never know what lies ahead tomorrow. So I'm happy. Look, I knew from day one, me a conscious. I use that word advisedly. Me a conscious and honest to our state as a constituency. Lejokuku, anytime NDC wins, they win with an average margin of 10,000 votes difference.
Anytime the NDC would win. That's both presidential and parliamentary.
Most of the time.
Okay. 2012,
about margin was more than 10,000, about 11,000 or so. 2008, 10,000 difference. Who say Ebia Sebi? Ye be no mo 5,000 and 4,000. And your money probably call independent or no so popular. So even in 2016, when I won with less than 2,000, JM still won Lejokuku.
Okay.
By 1,000 votes.
Okay.
It tells you say Sebi constituency for some reasons. Some of them I can say publicly. Some is in-house. Yeah. For some reasons, you know, Omu was serious
on
now, I knew from 2017 when I was sworn in, say, to get this seat again, you must push yourself to the very limit.
To the very limit.
Now, I knew the things they complain about with others. Things like, why do you sit in the car? You must be seen in your car.
Yeah.
So I made sure that I took it serious. That's why in my vehicle, Sebi, Umumi, if I'm driving, it's not tinted. Second one, why should they drive you? Sebi, no matter how petty it sounds, you being say, see, I want to say, Sebi, car crash.
Driver, Obi you.
So Obi, I said to myself, me and I'm to car, but for security reasons, you know, me or to me and they know. In fact, when I go to the hospital to work, I arrive in my pickup alone. Police Obi, until from day one up to now, Sebi, Nyankopon de bomb me. So I didn't undermine or underestimate an fan diagro or
the feedback on the from the ground.
Enti na Obi Sebi That's why I ride my bike average 7-8 hours a day. Not 1 hour, 8 hours. By the time you get home, you'd have interacted with at least sometimes 300 people in a day. So I really, but with all this, if we are confident, but the outcome is in God's hands. Because if you are real to yourself, about who are ballot or the umbrella. So I know that element exists. Now there are other things Sebio mean kabaobi. Sometimes let me obi enti uye public person they are now leader. You must respect every sentiment. You don't judge it or classify it. So all I'll say is what President Kufuor told me. They are my people. I love them. I'm still committed to them, and I respect their decision.
The decision they've taken.
I respect their decision. I think the difference, although presidential their lead was about close to 9,000, parliamentary I got about 54,000, and then he got about 55,000, about 1,500 difference.
Okay.
We were trying to pull a lot of their guys over. Look, from day one, my task, I had 2 assignments. My first assignment was that 10 to 13,000 now, Omodi presidential, it had to come down drastically. Now, me per se, Sebio, Semantini, president and winner, 13,000, the gap was too much. And this time, it still could have been better. We'll go about 8,000 to 9,000 difference. But it just gives you an idea. Because me, GD, I believe majority of Ghanaians agree with me. Say, for a president to build a project, a $20 million project, of minor for more than 70 years. I'm talking about London Beach. Odi, for 3-4 years of homework, every afashe, you call a busanfi in Obi, Oti call 5 big houses a rotation. Every house, catch you say, yeah, for you're free, a pumuna, you're free, and then you're London Beach, my. So when finally,
the London Beach
came, no, I mean, even President First Lady Obiaka is a doctor. I do well on Crawford kind of, yeah, hope he said. The pattern be changing. The Lekman Road was another one. Obi, apart from Amakwata, the effort of EMI, President took a personal interest. Look, Amakwata to me, I'm not going to say, hey, Dr. Koboy, I got a call this morning from President on your Lekman Road. So, I mean, hardly, and yet there be a President fan phone, a call on Sebi, one
project
particular
in a constituency.
Now, guess what? Me one day know na contractor be frame. Adan or ye green grass contractor or ye greenery or highways.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Onye juma some ye wole chukwa. President called some tour in Ashanti region. They use some highway and apparently the greenery in the middle section was so nice.
Yeah.
Obisaya apparently improved seats. Even in dry season they don't change color. Guess what President said? He wants the same thing at Lekman Road. Can you imagine Obi in Ashanti region?
Wow.
So when Sebi unim krase omu to aba sometimes the lead is in the thousands. Now you do some mega projects for them. Your expectation is say something should do or change. But with what happened, NMI here a little bit disappointing. But me and Kasano, the immediate comforting me when he say we wanted to contribute hugely to the presidential victory.
Yeah.
Na nyakupo na midana as he say, Sebi, with our 150,000 registered voters, 110,000 turn up to vote. It's not easy, Obi.
Hey, 110,000.
Yes, that's the votes cast.
Wow.
Yes, huge. Obi, constituency is 344 polling stations. And each polling station is more or less a community on its own. So, Nyankupon has brought us far. And it's a community that has a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
This opportunity, although there are so many things that you can do to transform not only the community but the facade of Accra in general. And Mr. Honorable Amakwata Asi Obi, look, he started apart from Lekman Road, there are about 6 different roads being done. And the entire monument, they say, it's the first time since independence. And Obi, the impact is big. And Ekufuor's government will be remembered in that constituency together with Onoaniba Dr. Koboy for many years to come. Obi jokingly can say, na MP we sure say obey Ejuma dey. And Obi can say Ejuma no say uche number of projects I idea. The key ones it's been about Obi. In all, no, we are grateful. Look, President Kufuor won this national this election, I use the word convincingly. The reason is very simple, Obi. Convincingly because Sebi or my women, yeah, papa, may so rest in peace. Obi, President Mills, vote already winning 2009 8 election. Obi, it was no more than 60,000.
Yeah.
But Omani Nina the Susume eternity. For a president to win national election by more than 500,000 votes. Kofi Palu can be LPG. No, we did that, it's true. Also, Baba Ediano the ma Jem Gra still yare. But Obi, why are we in this situation? It's for two reasons. Because for the first time, the Ghanaian voter voted in statistics. We call it in an aberrant manner. An aberration. Obi or a statistician, there be an aberration here. Phenomenon be a departure from the norm.
Yeah.
For the first time, President Kufuor winning close to 11 or more constituencies. While winning presidential, but ni candidate and winning. Sebi skirt and blouse, etesi, but not to this extent. Many seats, president are winning 3, 4, 5,000 gap. Not still, ni parliamentary are losing. So, and no, Emma Vimino, although you are winning, a people feel like then they see it's a new phenomenon. Now, yeah, nipa, I hate some of our people psychologically. The second one also is Obi, because the parliamentary, echo ye very tight, Emma Sebio as a country, we are used to judging the presidential from the parliamentary. And a honor, Anka Omo Ben JM, they have to explain a few things to him. If Anka, the Ghanaians voted their normal party, of me 2 months, no matter no banker. Anka, how close are parliamentary? Sana presidential who can be that close. We a JM, who as you say, we are winning the area, maybe I said, Nyansa bet me, Alan, I bet me, Jinaso, let me put it that way, it's better. But the point is, to have many constituencies endorse the president and say, I don't want this MPP. It means, who you soon candidates, the judgina, you might be mistaken.
Making a mistake.
Until really, Sebi, you cannot thank God for giving you Sebi, a child, and curse him for taking something away from you. The same electoral commissioner that made NDC gain 32 net seats, I stand to be corrected. Obi, the same commissioner, the processes and mechanisms, Amawa gaining net, in addition, 32 good seats. Immediately you start going after such a person because of the presidential, it means you are not being straight. She say, Uye nipa say adi koma wa. Ushira nipa no. Sa nipa na Sebi. Oyifi wa na mu domeno. So Obi, for me, Jean Mensah Sebi is not a perfect human being, but you say a neutral, na ye ma emotions in taking care of her. She's done a very good job. Now, it's because you call inside though, but it's because the constitution himself, you can do the best job in your judgment, but people can have their own contestations. Obetima ye wajuma kama, but obi betima ka say menjin to obi. And nothing na Sebi omo ye mra wo Ghana has a different chief on Omo stop at just showing us how to conduct the elections. They also showed us how to settle disputes and disagreements. Obi. Now, the reason is simple. When you settle a dispute by using the voice, power of your voice, or size of your muscles in Obi, and say but if you go to the courts, Obi abe chena dream, but moja en. Now guess what, Obi? Then he say, the Supreme Court of Ghana can tell Jean Mensah that you declare for Nana, but he is not the president. Yeah. That is the only place or platform in Ghana today where what NDC wants, their motivation, they inspire JM, no, BIO NDC must say, they wish the result is what? Declared otherwise. Yeah. Obi. But, Obi can say, we are seeing your place, Sebi, I'm a Christian, but Sebi, Obi free akra call heaven. Who declare Obi, Ghana. The only platform in Ghana where they can look at Jean Mensah and say, throw these your figures away, is the Supreme Court of the Republic. So me pacho Obi, me pacho anopa mi kan Obi to say, who hear demonstrations or protests for a week or 2 Obi, and your boni. Motive new to make a statement. And me, I'm a Democrat. I believe in protest.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You call us sorry. Now suffer no preaching. Now born same man Obi. Now suffer ni jia. A normal phenomenon. Say a born same way. Now baku born in same for 30 minutes. 1 hour. The same clap I am having in our so you know. I feel the Obiabe who say, we hear extra prayers.
Yeah.
Either say a deliverance and now you do call hospital. So the point I'm making is that when a protest goes beyond a particular limit, it starts to lose the nature as a protest. It becomes a platform for creating tension. And the tension can lead and degenerate to chaos. I don't fault them for demonstrating and protesting by a patch or obi. Ghana is for all of us. Say MPP, Ena, Yenkrofo are starting on protest for a week, for 2, 3. I'll meet them and tell them we are on a dangerous path. Obi. Entina President Kufuor on your courage. Of course, second with MPP big weeks. Ewo catch Yembani say, Muji President Kufuor di. Yes, we know you have faith in the man, but we beg you. If you continue in this target, there might be no Ghana for him in the next possible 4 years. Oh, the nyami Obi. Anka President Kufuor ko di ni ambitious. And also, oh, Jide Obi Mwa. Still no. Yedede. Ko kwanu so Obi. Nipa Osman kwanu so no. Ebia onye as complex as you. Some say complex. Okay, boy, metimi the nipa share within second. I can tell you a lot of things about the person. Nyakupa dom sebi yasu adi kakra. Why psychology? Why emotional stability? Enti metimi call meeting. Me share for 10. Ye pia na makacha me chief of staff say for 10 na me share 7 do me pa 3 nyame omekumi. Later it shows. I say how did you know? It's a complex mind. Obi. Now usmo be a onye complex. And I be a onti say wo. Not everybody is like JM. Ebi anka JM na okwan so a ombo police ni asum. Obi. But the bala wasuma no, I say wasuma lion say konrem na ko didi. You don't show him which animal to go after. You don't determine the lion's prey. Obi. Once he enters the jungle, food is everything he comes across. Enti Obi, me pacho me nyami sre jomama. Whether we like it or not, there are people in this country who love JM. Tio Obi. Young Kofo wa they love JM. They are prepared to die because of JM. Okoboy, Lejokuku. I have people like Obi. Even you go catch on and say I didn't lose the election. It was close and I am Obi. By now, they can agitate onto them. They don't care if they die. But you know what I did? Collation center. So my guys were like, this thing, say I close, maybe I told them, calm down. Obi, I told them to calm down and told them everything is in order. I'm my own agent. I've seen the influence. It was very close. But he has the edge. Obi, I'll beg JM. There are people who kill because of him. But when he speaks, Tio Obi, when he speaks, I'm not saying he should come and say he has lost. But he should tell them that, calm down. A path has been defined that comes with no tension and bloodshed. And that is the court, Obi. Maybe it's a special appeal to him. There are people. Now, Obi, you know what? Last Saturday, me friend general meeting was Lejukuku. When you enter me friend meeting, me friend party for you know over 1,000 delegates at Domwasi. Tio, to thank them for what has happened. Obi say, now go friend meeting that's now. Sebi o ulu say you ready say we move crowd man. Me say it's not necessary. Once President Kufuor won, and once Obia Sebi anshenu kwa Lejukuku no, let's go and thank God. Me ko announce it. Me ko sorry. Obi me drew ono. Na why it say Sebi battleground party for. And now can doctor lose here? And now we be Obi crowd in the south Obi Obi. And why chaotic? So I asked, what is happening? And the secretary said, oh doctor, party for me is omunim conform omu engagement omu de omu working. And I said, no, it's not necessary. And now the program was supposed to follow an order. Obi, mitnas, you know, tension wouldn't come down. Secretary said, doctor, if you don't speak, there will be no rest here. Me G microphone. Me say me papucho, calm down. God has given you the big one, which is executive power. MP can't do a lot of things. Executive power would give you what you want. But our purpose here is simple. My friend will say, me be damasi. Now, for the Obia, confused. Ebi mo na yenyina, munyina, hey doctor, na Obia ye so no concern. Na obi the mini kan wa, ema e hoju ani say. Me the pro nya this aba. Every zone, me mamu resources ama mu dey akoye get together to thank God for victory. Obi, this is leadership. Obi ko akache me say, Obi mami I say ngon na miame obi nkan uti ase kataweni na mia ebi mu kakra but nipa osi o mia kakra you don't know where you end into obi mesre nasiru. I believe that, look, let me be honest, Obi, and I always try to be frank. If you ask the results to be determined at asylum down, let me be headquarters, every constituency in this country, Nyankopadom, we can win it. If you want to collect, send a of parliament. Me and my senior brother, Haruna, mu collect it myself. If you want collation and explanation to be made from asylum down, the MPP will win every seat in this country. This same election. If you ask Adabraka, NDC headquarters, to be telling us how this election went, NDC would win this election by 50 or 60 margin. The point I'm making is that let's go to a neutral habitat. OBTO. Young cop platform, I hear say, aha, who do I send to her? Only says one of the judges ruled that the last election was void. The Edu Court 2012. Individual judges.
Yeah.
Some said that results, is not substantive.
And that's 4 of them.
Exactly. It's because the majority said it should hold.
Yeah.
Now, what it means is that if it has tamed, no, Bebre can say, and Odiaka, Anka JM, Jubilee House, there will be processes to get him out. So please, that platform, Obi to me come out, Obi to me cut out, and I'll beg my people. I say so because Obi, Matukwanda, Utina Brochi, Obi, Abrochi, I can Obi. After 1 week, now I say hell. So we beg JM. He should talk to his people. Unconsidered crown catch say they should not go on the streets. They will put their evidence together and they will go to the courts. And I believe strongly that in the courts, God will use the judges to let the truth prevail. I believe the truth is that we won. They believe the truth that they won. Let's go to the neutral.
Dr. Bernardo Koboy and Moten and Kano Protozoa, a political affairs assistant to the chief of staff of Semin Chiao Emano, Dr. Okoboy. Chief Baine said, Obi, how did you introduce my brother Oko today? Just doctor? What? What happened to his other title? No, government something. Eternal.
I'm free Jubilee also. Yeah.
In the official government spokesperson, I say anyway. Kudos to him, as his people say, Moko Aya ni Moko Aba. Case closed. NDC is grateful to the people of the Jokoku. Merry Christmas to you and greetings to the people's Alhaji Nazero and the entire Sempa FM crew. Chief Baine, Deputy National Organizer, NDC. Obi, Honorable Okoboy is loaded. Tell him he is my man. He is my man for 2020. I continuously pray for him. Pastor Ofori Atta, one of the resident pastors here at Sempa FM, where he said, the ex-president Mahama and the NDC have been on a personal vendetta against the EC and Jean Mensa. The end game is simple. Discredit her as an unfair arbiter. They have been sulking since Charles Salotose was removed as the commissioner. What have they not impugned against Jean Mensa? They even organized nationwide demonstrations against Jean Mensa when she decided to do the voters register, just so we could get a more reliable register. They alleged that people were going to die due to the registration. I mean, all sorts of very strange and illogical permutations. Former President Mahama alleged that the NCA would shut down the internet on voting day and that results would be rigged. Obi, the things we've heard in this election, and to top it all, you incite your followers to reject the decision of the majority of Ghanaians, and the NDC has the audacity to claim that John Mahama is peace-loving. In reality, he has been exhibiting anarchist tendencies. Kojo Frempong and Edway Ababibrina friend Shakes. Obi, thank you for bringing my hard-working MP on the show today. The people of Lejokuku have regretted already. Still, Team Okoboy, Nana Amponsa Bediakon, Edie Eni. I think it's time the leadership of the NDC, especially the minority caucus, is called to order. If they have issues with the outcome of the elections, they should act within the remit of the law, for their actions are a clear recipe for disaster. Dr. Okoboy is a gem. What? Jomo Pokwase Festus and on the way Abrain Alhaji Nazero, a member of the NDC communications team, Oko NDC Zongo Kokosonswa, on a communications officer for the NDC Zongo Kokos. Alhaji Akwa Banapom to say,
yeah,
Ekoye.
Obi, question about Ubizaro. Question about Ubizaro. Yeah, don't say.
And Enkoye.
What are you about to say? Say, Baba.
Baba, and then Yamia Baba. Ba me gidi se bibi aye apomu ye.
Moja egusu di afusani. Tetema eda bodwem.
Yeah.
Edi eno na ye to aso aye kom. Yes. Oko boy. Doctor. What that true be to ho. Obi. Be den chair sombo. Emma etiefo.
Etiefo also.
The decline. Obi, let me say this for you to hear.
Okay.
No matter
on Asempa FM.
The turn of event, the buha about the election, no matter how it will settle down, said no crab de ye ni one thing that will not be normal again is this radio political discussion we are doing. I am telling you, mark it everywhere.
And you're normal, Bill.
I mean, we are Obi. Now, my do Pempensobia. Me wun yenti a me ba betina radio so. Na me party aso mame. Na me say me party need that woni. Na ma ba betina se. Na you say, oh, host be catch so we won't be nka we. O yes say ya say. I mean, we are, what is the end result? Meant to be anka no. Na say me ebra me hia say just because we are working together. Wonso anka obe sore waka. Na wa ma me ne wo eduma na ye no. You better ask why ye. Now would your wife hang with the Sasha would the brief me. Now say me buried you be more. Watch me nima catch them in near wo person wo make. I don't think it will continue again. Mark it everywhere. I'm building my point. Just
okay, me too.
It will not continue this
on
program. It will change 2021. Fa obe penia. Fa peno jani sana hwe agro anyko. Where your caution? Where your caution?
And the reason being
that nene say obi me wasem.
Yes, my mean
asem wa me wo no. Na me hwe se wo menua. Wo na wo kasa yetie.
Yes.
Na me hwe se wo nso be sore waka because wasem a me wo no wo ye twe han na eji nsem a e be afetu wadwuma no akwa se story bi a ye ka kire yen wo bra ye nkwara. Em say na ye wo ye fan say text book bi na ye kenkan ye nkwa me kind stage 1.
Okay.
Na ye tortoise
acheche there.
Any sa ahoma na efro duaro.
Yeah.
Any your friend say a bed. Anamwa.
Yeah.
Inti na you say bed no. Anoma no etusuru ye dede. E na chichide ne ka kire ahoma no say wo na wotumi du bibia. Anoma no ye dede no wo. Ka kire ne so wonja dede ni ye. Na ye nyina ye ho betimi a kire yen. Esan say bomofo no ba obehu sa ahoma wa anoma wa ha anamwa. Obekun no
on Asempa FM.
Ana anoma no entie ni aye ka kire no. Bomofo no ba ye no ena obo anoma no tu. Anoma no to fom no. Okoto bebi achichiye no eda. Ena papa no bomofo no etwa asa edua ahoma no efuru dua no. Ena ode chichire wo mu nyina ena de kofi. They've all lost. So in America no inti ene obi asema me bisa na say what na mic we echi ache and that question I be obi ana say Techiman East
Techiman South
yes NDC ya bombarding ya the results abetu dwa 1 2 3 occasions I mean parliamentary for you almost there the member of parliament is a party nankasa a press conference general secretary edi to him ye the candidate ni by ye chire bibiemu after today Mr. Mebusa saying ena MPP for edi winners has it to do you know Obi me cut Techiman South issue now I say it with all the certainty not because say MPP ni na contest seat because
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Anybody who knows me and my political activity, Obaka tell say Martin, a minua in politics. We are not friends.
Martin,
we are not friends. But I'm asking about it today. say ya tie ya kasa nyoma akoso ena ye de we aba na ye bisa say nyoma ye akoso yi sa na etie na nka me nso me expect say obi ehwo no ena mate say why interview ya fancy electoral commission eso say woju ye nyina ye tie embe before say wo mo pink sheet ni ewu na wo mo results wo mo de anya ne into mo win election wo say sen na nka me fi say members of parliament into one among cultural electoral commission say mayen specifically Techiman South. It's answer you winning and pink sheet ni. Name your catcher and say ye na winning. Ubi, ye nyina ya ye din e wo man mu ha. Ye hwe. Ubi and today, and I'm telling you since the election there and I'm started radio me call way anopa. I have decided to come out. To be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Okay.
Intimi bisan nese. No manner
Ekosiisen on
even to
Asempa
the
FM.
extent, revered people like members of parliament or mwamra. I bomb company. I go through idea say sebi you. Me can sebi no. Me can say. Ebia me say truck pushers gada ebia parliamentarians no nipa say truck pushers no mra wo ye man mu no member of parliament Dr. Okubo na te ha no so sorry every year no catch him say parliament a friend one court and police grant me emfa no this will call the parliament no ekoyi sa onu wo mra bi e bo no ho ban same it is with our members of parliament NDC for ye nyina ye hu ye course ye nyina ye hu yakayaka de ye wo mu ye nyina ye hu say a members of parliament na nkasa to be o moni muton e ka kire other institution no say won so beba abehia ye obehu ade ye de be ye obi up to today I've not heard anybody speak.
Oh really? And we started to Ekosiisen time man.
Well,
went in term.
Well,
I can
excuse
you. Yeah,
but
no problem.
and then I see here. It is and then I come once a one. When I can, you then no kind.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Well, members of parliament said 3 days ago.
Tuesday.
Yes.
And Ryan show.
Yeah.
I'm
not I'm not here telling you say who and I'm giving you a general landscape and my perception going forward as a country.
Very well noted.
So we are making. Obi, you see, be imagine say as someone been here akpalu ekeka here no. And na nkampa se me di asem mienu miensa bi ti no nim.
Okay.
No kai. Because at ye am a refi. Minu akpalu. Minu so tie mi. Okai se emre bi ba wo Ghana. Ama mene no ene nkofo bi aka ye hu bo mu. Equal demonstration wo man mu ha say let my vote count. Okay. Okay.
Let my vote count demonstration who could be.
Me say let my vote count. Respect Debbie, let my vote count for your MPP for no.
Okay.
And I answer respect my vote.
Respect my vote, okay.
What was the basis?
That was in 2012.
MPP for sorry waka. Say one the omo winning election. Not answer omo be winning election. This say you twitwa ebi mu vote ehwegu. And answer ye ebi mu vote free mu. Ya kabo mu. Echo ehun demonstrations. Enye baako enye mienu. Minu akpalu eka ho. Minu ya fancy odike ka ho. Minu ya mame ekwadonko eka ho. They were together. We have sat in meetings. Now me person me beside say today what has changed? What me want to say electoral commission. Why ye bibia pefe into obi aniwa what me call demonstration. Satan na electoral commission ye bibia pefe. Then tina ye call demonstration. Now net the obeka say say me call demonstration. Mr. Akbalu at ye am my refi. So let's one year on twaso. Matter said the party for a movie around. I watched a news conference, there's the press conference or members of parliament or more contested in his party. Eka Sembia and Semfata. I think say only opportunity now and could be yinano because it's all over. Almost say ne party PPP no anase P then
LPG
no woman said business and these are people who contested as members of parliament on the ticket of the LPG. Now when we have press conference woman said that business now there and in your ma a course will be brave inti onono dear no I will not worry myself about it.
But and then Obaha because of peace walk.
And I miss a peace walk. You know, he had the opportunity. Now, because it's all over. Network we MSI News the press conference. My network I watched it in the evening. I think 3 days ago. That aside, when you are Dr. Okoboy, I raise issues. I made it. There were issues in the and I say. Ma NDC wọ́n hwɛ and I say John Dramani Mahama in particular wọ́n hwɛ na akwai sɛ ɔno de wini aba ɛna ɔbɛgye tum when wini a ɔngye ntum. I mean that is the general perception by our agitations and then perception are creating no. I don't know if that exactly that's what you meant. Yeah, you raise issue that you want to train your UBI because Nanado won some places, lost. I mean, in the end, in the nutshell, what he wanted to say is let's be careful about that. So when you make but so be very careful about that. That is the party Dr. Okoboy belongs to. The MPP as a political party and His Excellency Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo in person on one kasa, he should be cautious about such things. Young go back. Now starting detailing from 1992, you started election. About Ghana and the position of the MPP. About what Bain or Molusua, so about one year crowding. We should go back 1992. Yeah, we need. What was their position? We won in 1996 again. Then they were opposition. Indeed, in 1992, because NDC win, or more even parliament to represent their people. In 1996, they call it names, stolen verdict. Yeah, by the pimp so winning election in 2000. That is when we got peace. Almost winning in 2004. In 2008, it took the NDC another miracle struggle to take what rightfully belongs to us. Yet was so coy. Ama just say and also one and some more can fast election. 2012 Obia Hunya Koso Kroma. In 2016, given the same circumstances and the same situation, when MPP won election, indeed, prior to the election, MPP for Magana for Unity as the electoral commissioner Charlotte say is nothing but a disaster or a time bomb waiting to explode. But when they won that election, it was a credible election. It is a credible election even up to today because our power and you say John Dramani Mahama and the NDC should be careful. Say more being fast attack going to us. In any case, what is our problem? Obi, there is nobody in this country. Apart from electoral commission. Do you know the reason why? It's an electoral commission. And a Juma na said ye, say, Obet Remy, Nkofo Betuaba. Yet Metuaba no made the mano. Now what the sons about one sons as one, Adia Betuja, and so be Adia or the Bay. Adamwa. So how come an electoral commissioner or no ne wa about one sons or about one but do to a bano a pepper said to a banny bibia yenina ya cambo muyetriano? How come? And a sandy panel, a bit me about, I'll be catching a gun of one, and I say, a simesi, a win, and a battle, a banner, Ekosiisen on Asempa FM. Intimate, in Yana, Michelle, Yamount, Niakano in Yana. Mejidi say, a simesi, a winnie, a dear chair, none numbers now, or de Mayeno, assassin, is a problem, Abem. Obi, it is the, apart from electoral commission, why be on a bit in my mind the accuracy? And let's make it clear. Court. There is no court in this country. Oh, bet me about catch and say, Otina Nopa, you're saying, Nanado, a president, and also Otina Nopa, a Yarga, a president, and Dr. Okoboy, a president. Yeah, but electoral commission, you bet me a canoe, and say, near young woman, It is a year and also Mukoyeni, but court cannot declare anybody a president. Then in our laws, Amrana Yakuran court intimate you will be president. A about to commission. And a bit to me, you will be president. I catch us a May, a Jumana, what the man and so on. Samson, so I saw about to commission, the Amayan Obi, and you see, and Prince, yes, son. Okonya Bano, figures,
Emperor saying 6 times?
Yes.
How? From where?
Well,
and who's
that is why it is surprising me, Obi. Say one kasa wote ha. Na ne ye be bisa about
Ekosiisen
6 times.
No, that also almost result to 6 times.
Correct.
Which result? The presidential election result.
No, mo dey pray almost sign call back. Obi, you've not haven't you heard? Electoral commission cast why mistake. Na mistake na why no. Say or the abanu nyina kra timi be ka ho a, it will not change the outcome of the result.
No, I think that the release was say in announcing the result. No, say it was a written speech. And you go through percentages obienya any vote obienya. By in announcing the final way, instead of using valid vote cast, or you use total vote cast. The statement came a day after to correct Sawin say it should have been valid vote cast and yet total vote cast. And they made a point in that statement say that notwithstanding, it doesn't affect the percentages I can't be. I'm struggling to get maybe how can I change it 6 times.
Inti say me nyina yakoto aba. Na wa say there say we catch me valid vote.
Yeah.
Wo fa paper etu wenim.
Yes.
Man fa etu and two team.
Yes.
Say brabe kan ya wo pe and say brabe kan ya me pe. Wo paper no tu wenim. Now one kasa wa kenkan wie. Once I'm back, I catch me say figures, and you know about what it's all about figures, data, statistics, and I'm what. Into figures now, the mama yen the akufia pay the yakohwemu. After what back, I catch them say, oh, they be not anchor a figure way, and I made a year way. Oh, be chair me since 1992 when it just has ever happened to electoral commission. Chair me.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Afarijan administration.
That is not my problem. I'm not talking about Kokubaku. Indeed, I did not appoint Kokubaku to be the electoral commission. I did. Who to be a Kokubaku so be electoral commission?
There's also instances where
Kokubaku depends on the data so released by the electoral commission.
Absolutely.
That's so why should I worry myself with the primary and as a secondary issue on this matter when the electoral commission is there? And maybe I will say, I have said, Obi, tell me if there is any such instance. Say, electoral commissioner, they find the paper, ya 2 aba, the banner ya 2 ya 100, Obi una 10, minya 5, doctor na 3, ya kani nina boom, ya say ya bekanya, or say wabekano, oka abano number of people no ananka, wamo ebe 2 abano. And that's what we didn't register, no more kanye. Na anka or say count number of votes. Something similar to that.
Okay, total vote cast rather than valid vote cast. Because valid vote cast normally percentage calculations.
Obi na true the man. I did all try and walking kind. We all watch it. She read it. Into I can kind. So do you want to tell me and tell the whole Ghana say we should believe that we have an electoral commissioner? Simple idea. I want to name over kind or be a mistake.
So what's your point? Are you saying, sir, percentage of the candidates, no? And yes,
my point is very simple. Men to are back from 1992, even though I didn't vote in 1992. But 1992, I was, look, 1992, man to aba. But I was a branch executive. Now, yes, constituency. So I saw what happened. So in America, in the American, say, from that time, I be payment. Me who about why ya kotu no basa nyama tan fun say
about one
ya kotu no basa nyama tan to say we da me who be that
Alhaji Nazero.
Oh yeah, I mean it one who about why ya kotu aba na ya ko electoral commissioner ho e ka say what declare results now the results now declare the farmer now the electoral commissioner then one was about to be wakana. It happened in 2020. What will be that? Now, my classes are brought away. I mean, sure, it will be good for all of us. Say, ye ku ye ni mu no obi let us be keen to start to think about the sanctity of our democracy. A very important thing, BBR. A very important thing, who has won and who has lost. The sanctity of our the democratic process, the electoral process, has been put to question. One more anka was say omokasa people no ankasa. And let it also be known. Say me, I have said, say omwa they be almost sorry I say mo asem no mfa court and I say we be in this matter 2016 election NDC yanko court
2016
no 2020 election NDC haven't we gone to court
on which one
we went to court at least for Sene
West.
Correct. Sene West.
Was it not the NPP rather that went to court and a court in Bogu here?
Correct.
And awarded cost against them.
But someone said we went.
No, so once I will be equal.
Correct.
Muka see that you have to be represented.
And then we have made several attempts as well, at least with the issue of Sablugu. Meno woka say Hohoi incident our court. And the NDC has gone to court on this 2020 election matters. NDC has gone to court on this 2020 election matters. So we aim for nothing at all.
In the case of Hohoi, is NDC the plaintiff like Mona Mode Assembly Court as a private citizens be and the court, which is which? We have to be clear on that.
Well, the member of parliament who contested for the NDC in that constituency.
In the Hohoi constituency?
Is part of the rate. There are Marking Kind. She's part of it.
Say only plaintiff no.
Okay, plaintiff.
They might have to look at the rate. Me who rate?
Okay, okay, plaintiff. No. But my point I am making is that one more said court. Yes, court. We have gone to court on this 2020 election matters. But the question now maybe say say, Dr. Okubo, me no want to take her. The number of strikes that doctors want to Kolebu. The number of strikes that doctors want to various hospitals. Mr. Me be court, and I'm used to strike to get your agitations or your issues addressed. Why is it that if we, the NDC, we are using the same method you, Okubo, when you are a student, you've used before. When you are a doctor, you've used before. Me you say I was a manager, me the use. Now me court. Then I'm to court, Dr. Okubo. What is waiting for us in the court? That everybody who sorry I say court MPP for ni na sorry fit an public starting program MPP ni bi abakasa say court. Then our court. But you see,
is that not because for the end you seek, no, which is justice in say the result to be declared in favor of your party and your candidate, that end can only be gotten from the court and nowhere else. And yeah,
well, we can get it at the court, but the court is not the only place we can get that.
Where else?
Well, if to me, Sanya, and pink sheets on
minority press conference.
Minority press conference.
Yeah.
Now me bisa say, your friends say, Mpenyuphobia ya pound, you say eminent committee and
eminent advisors.
Emma Electoral Committee.
Yeah.
Ekosiisen
I'm one of the people who came here. I discuss here, bisa said, then on mobile. Yamayeti says, so when you be bar, a sign of opposition. Any the beyond
yes.
Our society no more on meet me to help this thing resolved. Electoral Commission, if it is committed to ensure and say, a dear YN, a papa. Now NDC for so kasa they are players. Their issue need to be resolved. Now, and your game no all bia. What about the eminent commission? What is our meeting? What eminent committee in this crisis election? Crisis election and crisis election bia. What is our meeting? The character bia betoja. Then ananka ya umujua. What is the electoral commission hiding? Well, Nana too. That's the I guess the former chief of staff.
Yeah, Nana too. That's yes.
What's wrong? Eddie Amau say ya panye mama man kofo embe yayen emfre ye din a ensem fata yen mama yan sore waka na nyoma ekoso no enye moma ye meeting penyifo ya apam yen no moma
na to Dazi, former chief of staff. Yeah. Is he part of that committee?
He's a member of the committee. Okay. I think he's the chairman or vice chairman or something.
Okay. Ekosiisen
so we are waiting. Electoral Commission also ono wabre wa ye djuma bre no. Se obetie wom, ono ani mpanyifo a weyi wom. Se asemba wo mo no obetena se aka na wontwi ba yetimi atenetene mu ama obi atene ho ase no. Woman ankasa say asem a abeyi a NDC for ya atwe akọ asofo ayedin ahemfo ayedin journalist ayedin ye jani nyina ma jondama ne mahama ene yen kakra ye kasa mumma ye kwan na ye nso ye bekasa ma yetie but the woman say yen starting bisa ye hu say media eminent committee o electoral commission juma wa ye o ni a ekoso o man mu han ne ya me pese me catch you bia na say it will never happen like that. Like it will it will become the norm. Say obi no ho odin a on my say ye koto aba ade openo obeye obi no ho odin a on my say parliament wo ho ade openo obeye obi no ho odin a on my say police wo ho ade obeye no openo obeye. It will not be like that. It will take people with conscience. So
Ekosiisen on Asempa
FM. Say by virtue of the fact to say Ghana for Ghana is the only country we can live without passport. Now high now the end free and simple. Okoboy ekasa no kan bibi say John Mani Mahama e won krofo on betime gina ewu because of him. Okay. Ordinary Ghanaian obi a odono Inti say a master woman with a star. Me, my only worry is that people must talk in this country. What is happening is wrong. Look, and you be accept way. The good people of Ghana should believe and accept the fact to say they are lucky. Say today the leader of the NDC is John Dramani Mahama. If it were to be any other person, Obi, this program we are doing today, we will not have been doing it. I'm telling you, we will not have been doing it. And I'll be show them. You're very about why? And we'll probably in 3 days because when the rebels locate where you are,
they will come there.
That is what we are trying to prevent. And Obi won't miss you Obi and expect to say he will not exhibit such traits. Say Onimua, you can't.
Alhaji Naziru,
you can't.
Let me put the brakes on you now for Yenshen Trasso. Ekosiisen na high Asempa 94.7 FM. But Electoral Commission the statement about, let me read it quickly enough. Remember our gazetted result of the 2020 parliamentary election circulating on social media not authentic. The Electoral Commission's attention has been drawn to a document being mischievously shared on social media purporting to be the gazetted result of the 2020 parliamentary elections. The document is not authentic and should be disregarded. The gazetted result of the 2020 parliamentary elections can be purchased at the Assembly Press. The general public should not place any premium on the document circulating on social media since it is false. This is calculated to mislead the public and discredit the commission. And when statement the Electoral Commission the aba betuja Ekosiisen sune member Dr. Bernardo Koboy ona ansa na me pacho muntie we ma me basisia.
Place any bet by Sunday for your last chance to win big.